This is Eric and Gord. What if we're right? Listen to the world changing.
He's getting me too'd. Speaking of which, they tore down the grotto, eh?
No.
Yeah. No more blottoed in the grotto. The grotto is gone. The mansion's not totally gone, but the grotto is.
Oh, shit, eh?
The beginning of the end.
Oh, it was the end as soon as he died.
No, it was the end as soon as they said, oh, we're not going online. That'll never catch on.
That'll never catch on.
Internet. Ah, people love their magazines. That was the end.
Why would somebody not want their magazine to get sticky when they can be online? That doesn't make sense.
I still prefer the magazines, but that's just me. They're hard to find now, but I still prefer them.
Yeah, they are definitely hard to find.
My microphone is probably going to collapse during this show. Yeah, it's funny. There's all like this stock footage of the Playboy Mansion in its heyday. And fucking Bill Cosby's there like every night. Oh, shocking. Now that makes a lot of sense.
Right? Oh, that's funny.
He hosted the Bunny Olympics every year and shit. Which I gotta say, I'll save it for the show, but my God, did we ever miss out on an era? Like, could you imagine if you tried to start a Playboy Mansion now? Fuck, you'd get lynched.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't. No.
But back then, I came up with the term for it. It was pre-AIDS, mid-coke.
Yeah, that's boat bang on.
That's the era, pre-AIDS, mid-coke. There was no worry of AIDS, and the coke was good and plentiful. And all they did was fucking snort coke and bang. And that was cool as shit. And the women were into it. All the ones that are saying Me Too now.
Yeah.
Not while you were fucking getting coked up at the Playboy Mansion, liar.
Nobody forced that rail up your nose, bitch. You were asking for it.
Man, they all were at the Playboy Mansion. You didn't go there unless you were trying to get fucked, guys or girls.
Yeah.
You knew what went on there.
That's why you went.
I wonder, I should just save this for the show, but I just think of him like back in the beginning when he's just like sitting at home like with his wife and he's like, I got an idea for a magazine. I wonder if that was a hard sell. He's like, I'm going to get naked pictures of Marilyn Monroe and make a book. And his wife was like, that's a great idea. You should do that. And then next thing you know, he was buying the Chicago mansion. And then he moved to LA and bought half of it and made it his playground. Just, I don't know. I don't like that. Just like proposing porn now. Although it's very lucrative, apparently, because of COVID. Yeah. Like a lot of women have been making a lot of money online, selling pictures of themselves and whatnot, which probably is not smart, but.
No, but what's funny about that is the porn industry is asking for people to give them money right now because they lost so many billions of dollars during this last few months.
Well, I'm sure they did. I mean, they weren't the porn industry itself is like 4 guys.
Yeah, exactly.
You got like Wicked and Vivid, and that's it.
They own all of them,
pretty much. So I could see, like, yeah, if you're, especially in California, where they were essentially like literally locked down, you couldn't have people fucking.
No.
That's where the money's at. The fucking. There's no other money in porn. There's the fuck money, and that's it.
That's it.
So yeah, if they couldn't fuck, they weren't making money. I don't get it. I don't know how you just like. Oh, I don't know. Again, there's not a lot of guys in the industry either. So women that do like 1,000 movies, they probably only slept with like 10 dudes.
Yeah.
But
I just remember when my buddy Brian used to edit porn. And his whole thing was that he wasn't necessarily editing for the sake of um to make sure the angles were right. He was editing because all the guys were so hopped up on fucking hard on medication that their fucking skin was purple.
Oh yeah,
So his job was to change the hue.
that makes sense. Yeah, they must have loved, like, that must have revolutionized porn
Oh yeah,
when that little blue pill came out,
yeah, because suddenly they didn't need the same 4 guys anymore.
and they didn't need the fluffers.
And now anybody could add. Now literally anybody could do it. Can't get
But
it up?
you
No
still
problem.
gotta be
Take one of
hung.
these.
You gotta be like, average dick isn't cool in porn.
No, that's very true.
You need big giant donkey dick, which I don't have.
No, unfortunately, I'm huge everywhere else. I'm just not donkey dicked.
I am extraordinarily average, I would say. Although I'm told not, but I don't know. I just assume I am.
I just know nobody's complaining, so that's all I care about.
Well, if they are, I'm not listening. So
Yeah, well, there's definitely that.
I'm already asleep by that point.
That's funny.
I still don't have an intro. Hi there. Happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday?
Yes, it is.
It's Wednesday. Hi there. Happy Wednesday. June the 17th, 2020. And I'm Eric, talking at you from Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada, where Danny Masterson's not even the funny Masterson. Fuck that guy. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. No,
Who is the funny Masterson?
his brother is a twin brother who was on Malcolm in the Middle.
Really?
He was the oldest brother on Malcolm in the Middle.
They're twins? Oh shit.
He's something like Dougie Masterson or something like that.
I had no idea.
But yeah, that 70s show guy gonna do 70 years in jail for getting Me Too'd.
Yep. If convicted, 45 years is what he's looking at.
Whatever.
The favorite thing is when all these things come up, there's always like a date. None of these have a date.
No, never.
A 23-year-old, he raped a 23-year-old sometime in 2001. Another one was in sometime in April of 2003, and another 23-year-old that he invited to his hill sometime between October and December of 2003.
Yeah, you're busy getting raped all the time. You can't keep track of them all like that. You're not writing them down in a book.
But you think that these victims might remember that?
You don't have they're not carrying around their rape journal. They're probably getting raped 3 or 4 times a week. I don't care how much you hate me for saying that. You guys suck sometimes with your crap. Yeah. Unless it's true, in which case, then you don't. But Gord kind of makes a good point. You'd think that would be something you might mark on your calendar, just in case it should come up in court 20 years later.
Yeah. The guy who's representing him is the same guy who represented Michael Jackson and Bill Cosby. Dude
both
gets
convicted, so probably not a good choice.
Apparently, he wants to go to jail. So
Jackson settled out of court, and Bill Cosby went to jail. So
yeah,
I wouldn't go on that guy's track record for. I don't think he cares to get you off very much. Like at that
I didn't
point,
even know this. He's married to that Bijou Phillips. I didn't know that's who he's married to. I don't know anything about him. I know he plays poker and he's really good. That's about all I know.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think that's what happened to Topher Grace. He lost all his money in poker.
Yeah, I wouldn't overly surprise. I mean, he wasn't exactly the greatest actor. his fucking career went downhill when he did that Spider-Man movie, which for the record I just watched last night and I almost fucking shot myself.
He was fucking terrible in it.
God,
I don't know
I
if
wanna
maybe he's not a bad actor. I think it was just maybe such a bad movie that he couldn't perform in it. I'm hoping that to be true. 'Cause it was a god awful movie.
Oh, so bad. I was excited when they had the dude that played Sandman. He was a dude for that airport TV show.
Thomas Hayden Church.
Yeah, was it called Wings? What's
Yes.
that show called? Yeah.
Still a funny show. If you could ever catch it on the old cable channels,
great show.
It's a funny show.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
That's where Tony Shalhoub got his start. I love Tony Shalhoub.
Yeah.
He was Monk.
Yes, he was. Yeah, it was a great show.
He was a cab driver on Wings. Very, very funny. Horribly racist character. You couldn't do it now.
No.
You couldn't do any. Look at the characters that were all really popular, like Latka, Balky.
Yeah.
That fucking cab driver. You could never get away with that now.
No.
You couldn't
even get away with fucking Mork from Mork and Mindy.
No, I don't think
racist against fucking aliens.
You couldn't do Fez for sure.
No, can't do Fez. No, none of them. Absolutely none of them.
Crazy the shit. Like how much things have changed. Gordon and I were just talking before the show about the Playboy Mansion because the grotto is no more. There's actually aerial shots online of the grotto being torn down. And I was just thinking, imagine if someone tried to start something like the Playboy Mansion today, like Richard Branson or somebody.
Yeah.
You'd get lynched. It would get burned down.
You'd have protests out front every day.
All day, every day, day and night. There'd be
I bet you the only reason they actually took down the grotto is because they couldn't sterilize it. So
oh yeah, absolutely. It probably had enough disease in it to kill COVID altogether.
Which is another reason why they had to get rid of it.
But yeah, I could just imagine there'd be an Occupy movement on the yard every fucking night, and people would just be like, Bernie, you'd be public enemy number one. And I'd just be sitting there with Danny Masterson, Fez, Balky. Get off my lawn! It's a nice thought. It was a different time back then.
Yes, it was.
Good Coke, no diseases. What a great life. I was born a generation too late, that's for sure. If I had come up in the 70s and 80s, oh my God. There'd be a lot of little hunts out there, and I'd probably be dead. But there'd be a statue of me somewhere that people want torn down now.
That's right. That's funny.
That would be great. I can't wait to have a statue that people disagree with.
I want to put a statue up of me just so it can be torn down. Just for that reason. Fuck it. Put a statue of me up. What are we going to put it up for? Tear it down later.
Tear it down. That's the only reason to put them up.
I'm putting it up to have it torn down. And hopefully 4 people get crushed underneath it. That'd be great.
What was I going to say about statues and stuff? I had a thing. I don't remember now. Doesn't matter. What was I just about to talk about? I don't know.
Well,
lost it. It'll come back to me.
Yeah, we'll come back to it. Well, I mean, fuck it. I know you've been talking about, but we've mentioned this a couple of times. So Canada has lost out to Ireland and Norway in the Security Council vote.
Yeah, that's fucking bullshit, by the way. They're saying that because Canada didn't make enough of a military commitment. What the fuck is Ireland doing?
Making what? Are they making fucking Molotov cocktails? Like, give me a break.
God damn it. Bunch of crap. They just don't want Justin at the table.
And I appreciate that. But
although Harper tried for 10 years, he couldn't get it either. So
yeah.
But that's because he kept insulting them as he was applying. That's not a good way to do it.
I'm applying to this, but you guys are a bunch of fucking assholes.
Pretty much. Like, the UN's a scam. Give me my seat.
So meanwhile, Canada shelled out nearly $1.74 million into this.
Yep.
And Ireland spent around 800 grand. And Norway spent $2.8 million.
Yeah, I don't understand how it works. I don't get why you wouldn't want Canada at the table, but I honestly don't understand how it works. It sucks. Trudeau, that was something I actually thought he did fairly decently at.
Yeah, well, apparently he didn't do that well either. So
No, I guess not. I think it's because he just doesn't seem genuine.
Yeah. Or maybe everybody else is recognizing that he's selling out his own country. Maybe they recognize that. Who knows?
Well, I don't think that matters to the Security Council. They just care about security and money.
We gave a terrorist $10 million.
Yeah, right? How
As
much
a
did we
country.
give to the fucking Security Council? One point something million?
Yeah. And we gave a terrorist
Give
10.
a fucking terrorist 10. That's you gotta think they're looking at that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How come that guy got 9 million more than us? And all he did was kill Americans. That's how Justy rolls.
Oh,
That was way pre-beard.
yes. Very much pre-beard.
I'm not sure he could grow a beard when he did that.
No, probably not.
Um,
You heard about Aunt Jemima?
no, they've been talking. That's an old one too. They've been talking about that
It's-
forever. And they
it's
finally
official.
agreed on it. Blah, who gives a shit?
But they've agreed that they're going to change it, but they still don't know to what.
I'm sure they'll get it horribly wrong.
Yep.
They'll come
I
up.
just can't wait what's going to be.
It's
instead of
gonna be
Aunt Jemima,
something
it's gonna be like
terrible. Some like
something.
Mexican or something. Some Filipino fat lady loves her flapjacks. What? That's
That's so
equally
good.
as racist. It is not. She's Filipino. It's totally different. That is not a good argument.
I love the fact that they're saying that, they said that the brand perpetuated the idea of a mammy character, a submissive black woman who nurtured her white master's children. It's a picture of a smiling black woman.
Yeah.
How do you get that from a picture of a smiling black woman?
Apparently, she's based on a real person who was a slave.
Yes, and they recognize that it came from a full-on stereotype and everything else. And they admit all that, but I mean, I'm whatever. I don't even care anymore.
This is Whole Food shoppers getting involved. I don't think any black person has a problem with Aunt Jemima.
No,
I don't know that for sure, but I would say probably not. There's
I
a
bet
lot of
it's white people complaining.
I would like to rally against the Maytag man
Yeah,
or Mr.
all
Clean.
repair guys are short, or all repair guys are fat white guys that are lonely.
Yep,
Mean.
Mr. Clean. He's racist.
Yeah. Black people can't be clean? What the hell?
I don't know. We could start picking apart everything from the last 200 years if we want to.
And that's what the world is doing now.
It's not solving anything. It's not. And you companies that are coming out after 80 years, 90 years in business, and you're now just seeing the error of your way, you're not making yourself look good. This isn't
No.
helping. No one's going, oh, wow, what a grand change you've made. People are going, what the fuck took you so long? Why are you doing it now, you pandering morons?
You're like that lady Anteboogaloo. You're going to change your shit, make it worse, and still not understand what you did wrong in the first place.
It's just a fucking...
Well, for the record, they are actually in talks with Lady A, the original Lady A.
Oh, of course they are.
They have reached out to her, and they're in talks. And basically, the band is saying, we really don't want to have to change our name a third time. And she's like, well, you should have fucking thought of that before you tried to steal mine. Like, you just announced it. It's not like anything's changed. You haven't released an album under the name, you fucking hypocrite.
They should just drop the A altogether and just be Lady.
Just be Lady.
Hey, Lady.
All the day.
Your band still sucks. I don't care how much. This is such a great way to keep yourself in the news, though. That's all they're fucking doing.
Oh, yeah.
How many people know Lady Antebellum that didn't last week? nobody had a fucking clue who they were, and now all of a sudden they're relevant. So
Yeah.
the whole fucking thing could be on purpose, for all I know, just to get them. Hey, let's fucking steal this name, and then we'll look shitty in the news, and people will talk about us for a month.
Well, that's what Lady A said. She called him right out for it. Thought that was amazing of her. Way to go. Now, speaking of all this,
95 billion of these fucking stories we're gonna hear in the next, well, between now and November. November, the news will change because it'll all be how Trump fixed the election.
and COVID will be back.
Yeah, I'm thinking Labor
the
Day.
fifth
for
round?
that.
Yeah, like round 4 for that one at that point.
1% of tested protesters came back positive.
1%.
3,300 protesters in Minneapolis were tested.
And 3.3 came back with fucking disease. That's
Yeah, who probably had it prior.
Yeah.
So there you go. We're not dying.
No.
The second wave is not going to be much of a ripple.
Well, 2 17-year-old white girls are starting a movement, and we talked about this not too long ago, like the ridiculousness of this quote-unquote sport, the equestrian world. Old horses jumping over stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And they're not pointing any fingers as much as they're just saying, I just think a discussion should be made over the fact that there's no black people in here. And the people have just like the people involved in the particular thing that she's talking about, they're like, well, it costs between $1,000 and $2,000 a month on training and board, another $1,500 on veterinary bills and other bills. I don't know a whole lot of people that can drop $2,500 a month on top of their regular shit. That doesn't become around necessarily race as much as who can afford it.
Well, that is just
that's
what
where
you're
it comes
saying,
to-
implying that black people can't afford it, and in itself kind of a racist thing to say.
No, not saying that at all. A bunch of Asian people can, but don't.
Yeah, but if the response to why is there no black people here is because it's $2,500 a month, the implication therein is that black people don't have that kind of money. It's a bad response.
It's extremely exclusive. It's not a matter of race. It's a matter of affordability. It's a very,
Yeah,
very,
but the question
very
is,
small.
there aren't black people here. And your answer is it's a matter of affordability.
No, I didn't say that was my answer. I'm just saying one of the things brought up was, I said, according to the website, here's what the cost on this is.
Right. Which has nothing to do with the color of your skin. So if the question is, why is there no black people here? That shouldn't be factored into it.
The question shouldn't be a matter of why are there no black people. The question should be a matter of, is your question about what about the other races? Why are you only pointing the finger at black people in this sport?
Because it's
I don't see. I mean, you got to
thing
stand.
right
I'm
now.
staring at about 5 different pictures here from 4 different web things of these different groups of all these equestrians. I see 1 Asian, 1 black, and the rest are all white. So
Well,
where's
yeah.
your issue with all the other ones?
It's a
Why is your
stupid
thing that it's
sport.
only a black thing? I agree. It's a ridiculous sport. It's fucking stupid. But why is this not a race issue? It's an economic issue. Who can afford to do it? Those who can afford to do it will do it.
Not the smart ones.
If their kids want to. Well, no, not the smart ones. The extremely pampered ones. So that's my whole thing wasn't a matter of pointing out that, well, there's no black people in here. The question should be a matter of, if your question is truly about race, it won't be about black people. It'll be about all the races.
Yeah, but the world's not talking about all the races right now. All the races aren't making the news right now.
Yeah. This is somebody grabbing onto something that shouldn't be grabbed onto.
Nah, it's just the news.
Linking onto a problem that's got nothing to do with it. Yeah.
Trying to feed on the fucking fear and rhetoric that, they have to. They've got nothing else.
Yeah. That is very true.
I would venture to say people understand that equestrian sports are stupid. They're boring, and if you look at horse racing, it's mostly Mexicans, so and South Americans. So you're wrong there too, newspaper guy. So whatever. Why is there no black people? How many black people do you know that ride horses? Like, it's a stupid thing to do, and they've got better things to do.
This is where I say black people are fucking smarter than white people. They don't get into this shit.
There was a time not too long ago when the question was in the NHL, when there was like 6 black players in the entire league, and people tried to make a big deal out of that. And that wasn't exclusivity either. That was just black people don't like hockey.
Yeah.
In general.
In general, yes.
I'm making general statements, and some of them are stereotypes. And I make them because that's my experience with those particular people. If you have a problem with it, feel free to email me, gwynethpaltrowsvagina@gmail.com. But I'm not playing this game. I am not changing who I am or how I speak. And I believe I've definitely offended some people recently. I've also gotten some respect from people for it. And that's whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend I'm something I'm not. Just to play along with the media's little fucking game. So
yeah, no, fuck that bullshit. You know, it's funny. I made the comment to somebody the other day. I said, you know, I'm right now at this very particular moment, I am thankful that there is no other knife sharpener in town that is black, because otherwise my business would officially be done with.
Oh, 100%.
Not because of skill, not because of anything else, because of race.
Or the whole fucking police department, we'd be banging down your door. Court sharpen our knives. We don't want to go to that guy.
Yeah. You remember that cop, that dude? We talked about this the other day, that passed out drunk in the fucking parking lot.
Yeah.
And then fought with the cops, and he ended up getting shot over it.
Yeah, those two cops just got charged.
Like, Jesus. Not justified. I don't know. I'm sort of on the fence with it.
I'm really not. Stop killing these people. Arrest them and put them in jail.
But if the guy grabs one of your weapons and points it at you and pulls the trigger,
call for backup.
Your backup's beside you.
You're wearing a fucking bulletproof vest. You've got a whole fucking department with a radio on your goddamn shoulder. Call for help. You're wearing bulletproof fucking gear. You think a taser is going to go through that? Fuck off. You have anything at your disposal to get other cops there to de-escalate the situation. Lock yourself in your car. Do something. You don't need to kill people. There's plenty of other ways. The guy took a taser, for fuck's sakes. They don't even drop people on the first try sometimes. If fucking cops scared of it, fuck off.
They didn't drop him the first time when he hit him with it. That's
looking for any excuse to justify killing people. Stop doing it. Get on the radio that's strapped to your shoulder and say, I need help. There's a crazy guy with my taser. The whole force could have showed up and put that thing to rest easily. And there would be a black man being charged with assaulting a police officer right now instead of 2 guys getting charged with fucking murder.
Sounds amazing, but we're both pretty sure what would have happened if more cops showed up on the scene.
Well, that's why this shit's just going to keep going on forever. Until cops get it through their fucking heads that they are not fucking executioners.
I would love to know what their training comes down. Like, when they get trained, are they trained no matter what the situation is? You pull your gun immediately. Are they taught that?
I don't know how they're taught in America. I know the RCMP is taught the bipolar opposite of that.
Yeah.
I don't know what American police training is like.
Or are they being trained one thing, but then once they're out in the field, the person they're paired up with trains them about how you really do the job?
I don't know. I know when I was researching it for my novel,
Hmm.
there's massive amounts of depression and apathy, and some guys just don't care because they don't get support. They do get insulted, and they get, again, we're the generation of feelings. So, oh, my feelings are hurt. I'm gonna go take it out on a black guy because the neighborhood doesn't respect me.
Way to get respect.
You're in the wrong fucking profession.
Yeah. You hear about the guy in New York walked by a 92-year-old fucking woman, pushed her for no reason, like literally just walked past her and pushes her. She slams her head against a fucking fire hydrant on the way down. He looks back at her when she hits the ground, just looks back and keeps walking.
No, don't know the story.
Didn't even rob her. Didn't just fuck this old bitch.
How is this news?
The fact that he has been arrested more than 100 times.
Again,
That's insane.
Why are we? This is such a fucking distraction story. Fuck off with these little stupid inaugural. Oh, an old lady got pushed. Who fucking cares? People are dying in the world.
Oh, so people should just walk by and just shovel people when they slam their head against something and walk away, fuck them and not care? You don't think anybody should worry about that?
No, I think people should worry about that. I don't think our news should be taken up with it. It's one incident in a town of 8 million.
So what does that have to do with anything?
It shouldn't make our news. There's other things that the world needs to know about instead of this
Like
one
Aunt
little
Jemima?
tiny thing in the fucking States. No, Aunt Jemima could go fuck herself too. I think all these stories you've mentioned, every single one of them should not be on the news.
Should be?
The situation in the Congo. That's far more important than one little old lady. The stuff that's going on with Jagmeet Singh right now that nobody's paying attention to, that should be on the news. There's events going on in the world in 200 other countries that are far more important than one little old lady. We're nitpicking and finding these little fucking stories to distract us from what's really going on in the world. I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm saying the mainstream media is doing that, and it's getting pathetic. There's so many people that have had more than 100 arrests. It happens all the time. Our court systems are fucked in both of our countries. That could be the news.
See, that was the point of me reading it. The fact that the guy has done this, he's been over 100 arrests on this guy. 101 to be exact.
And there's 1,000 of him in New York. I guarantee it. And in Toronto, and in Vancouver, and in every major city in the world. It's not a rarity. Our court system needs to be changed.
It shouldn't be a commonality either.
No, but until we start electing judges and holding them accountable, this is what we get.
Now, unfortunately, we don't elect judges.
That's because we aren't willing to change our government.
I agree there. I have no idea how to change this government unless it involves murder, mass murder. I have no idea how else to change it.
Vote against them.
And vote in who?
Me.
Us? Well,
anybody who's not in Ottawa right now.
Well, the U.S. voted in somebody who wasn't in in politics.
Yeah, don't vote in a fucking retard. That's the fact that anyone was surprised that he turned out as spectacularly as he did. Just shows that Americans are as stupid as we think they are. Everyone's made fun of him since the early 80s and what a meathead he was. Why do you think he could run a fucking country? It's a stupid idea. If I'm failing at something and I need to hire someone to help me, I'm not going to hire the guy who's very publicly failed at the exact same thing a half a dozen times. It's just idiotic. The entire system needs to be changed. In the States, the Congress has to go. It's got nothing to do with Trump. Congress hamstrung Obama. They're doing it to Trump, too. It's stupid. It's like you can't get anything done. Even someone who's in charge and has good ideas. In Canada, you can't do it. In the States, you can't do it. You have no power. It's a retarded system. And the whole system needs to be scrapped.
And I still don't see how bringing in one person will do it, because if some person goes in to change that entire system as drastic it needs to be changed, he'd be killed in no time and he'd be out.
Not in Canada.
Well, no, in Canada, he'll get a pie in the face. It's the worst we ever do. Never forget that the day I die.
What?
Prime Minister attacked in Canada. Pie to the face.
It's got to be we stop with the 110 fucking departments of government that we don't need and get a small, accountable group of people who make decisions based on information they get from us. The way it's supposed to be. It's not that difficult. It's the actual definition of fucking democracy. We just have to get people who actually believe in it to start practicing it again. And then those people, first act they do is get rid of appointed judges. As soon as these ones age out, they're replaced by an elected official. And that official is accountable for the judgments that he makes.
The people vote for the judge?
Well, yeah, of course.
Putting a lot of onus on a lot of people to look up backgrounds on these guys. Make an informed decision.
You want things to be the way they are, or you want to fucking Google a guy?
We already know people aren't fucking Googling any information as it stands anyways.
You put names on a ballot, people will vote for them. Get the right guys out there. You do it with a federal election. Oh, no, I guess judge as well. You have provincial and federal. But you do it at the same time. It's one extra fucking check mark beside the 10 you already have to do when you're voting. And then you will see real change in this country. Unless you keep approaching it with attitudes like yours. Like, I can't look up a name.
I didn't say I couldn't. I said the general population won't. And that's living fucking proof. We know that's fucking true.
I think you're wrong. I think if we presented the alternative in a manner that made sense, people would eat it with a fucking spoon.
I absolutely do love the faith you have in people. I don't see it at all. And
that's the problem. Nobody does. Everyone's just written us off as a bunch of fucking invalids that we just have to deal with things because it's just the way it is. I don't buy it.
People prove themselves as being that.
No,
daily.
we haven't given them an alternative. We haven't given them an alternative.
You have flat earthers out there, for Christ's sakes. I mean, like,
they're not real. That's a fucking joke for Facebook.
Well, you want news from around the world that's important? How about the fact that South Africa is officially dealing with two different pandemics? One of them being obviously the one that the whole world is attempting to deal with. The other one is the fact that they've had 21 women and children killed since June fucking 1st because of since they allowed the sale of alcohol. 21 women and children in 17 days.
That's Africa. That's something we should be focusing on. But, oh, God, this old woman in New York fell down.
So we'll discuss it then.
Let's all go focus on that. What's there to discuss? It's Africa.
Oh,
that's
so now
I
bring it up and you want to use that as the excuse.
I've said for a month now, people should move out of Africa. That's the answer. Get out of that godforsaken fucking continent.
So then what's the fucking point of me bringing up anything? Jesus.
That's Africa. and the world isn't willing to do anything about it. I don't understand exactly why, but that's just Africa. I don't understand why we allow it. We've gone to war with bigger nations over less. But I don't completely understand who's making the decisions and why. I don't know why we would go after Osama and not South Africans. Nothing he did was any worse than what they're doing every day. It should absolutely be on the front page every day. And the government, every government in the world should be held accountable for it.
So I'm assuming that the easiest solution for this one would be then just ban alcohol again, considering you didn't have these issues before.
Well, they've had these issues for years.
Yeah, but when they had it banned, the amount of issues they had dramatically dropped.
I don't have any numbers on that, but
I remember
women and children getting killed isn't an alcohol thing. It's an African thing. And yeah, bring in the ban. If that's what's going to help, do that. Why not? If it's that fucking easy, then just do it.
They did it the first time with no issues.
So why is there an issue now?
It's a great question. I don't know. And I don't get it either. I don't understand. You had that much of a rise that quickly? All right, hold on. Let's just go back for a moment here.
I got to do some looking up here because I'm not familiar with any of this.
I know when I first talked about it, there was I had certain numbers about what the.
Yeah, no, you said they were going to keep they were considering keeping the
alcohol ban.
Keeping the alcohol ban, which clearly they didn't.
And look what they get for it. Just how could a couple of, how does a couple of drinks make a person go that fucking violent? I just don't get it. I've never understood that.
That's just brings out something that's already in you, clearly.
Yeah, clearly. But Jesus.
I can't find anybody talking about this. What country is that? It's just South Africa as the country?
No, there was a. Why already closed it? Hang on a second. Look at it. Not the thing right here. Johannesburg.
Yeah, that's the capital of South Africa.
That's the capital. Yeah.
I'll have to edit this out, everybody. Sing yourselves a song while I look up stuff. We'll be right back after these important messages. I can't access what I'm trying to access here.
There it is. There's the one I first brought out. South Africa's one positive with the COVID. Murder, rape, assault, and robbery cases have plummeted. This was on May 20th?
Sounds about right.
Since they imposed a lockdown in late March, but the police have been kept busy apprehending people for breaking the rules amid the curbing and spread of bullets. There are 1,072 murders committed in the country between March 27th and May 19th, a 64% drop from the previous year. The number of reported rapes declined by 83%, attempted murders down by 56%, Assault down by 80, and robbery and aggravated circumstances fell by 64.
International.
But
Pointer.
what I'm not seeing here is anywhere that gives me a source for any of that, though.
Principles of the international. Okay. This is not exactly. Not exactly the one I'm looking for, but see if I got some story about it here somewhere. I got this one. Yeah, no, not seeing it here. I'll keep looking. Get back to you tomorrow. I'll try to figure out what's going on there.
All right. There's another one that just mentions a few other countries.
Other countries that banned alcohol?
No, that just how crime dropped during COVID.
Oh, yeah, of course. Less people went outside.
Yeah. But the South Africa one, this was specifically since the when they stopped the sale of alcohol.
And the fact that crime went down, that's not surprising. Less people went outside.
That just makes sense. That's expected all over the place. And it was all over the place. We even stopped getting those fucking international phone calls, which, by the way, have started back up again.
Which? What?
Those phone calls saying that there's a problem with your, like it's the IRS calling, or it's this calling, or it's you're about to be arrested phone calls.
Yeah.
They've started back up again, and I told a guy off yesterday for it.
Well, yeah, India needs money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not good. I don't see it. It's not being talked about anyway. In any of the places I tend to look for this kind of stuff. That's not saying anything. I'm just saying it's not in the ones I look at. All right, we should get back to the show. Hi, everybody. That was an interesting commercial break right there. I had to take some time to look into a story, but I can't find anything on it. I can't find anything about Africa. But I go back to my original quote from months ago. Why the F does anybody live in Africa?
President Trump was trying to take on drug makers because he wanted them to disclose their prices when they do their TV ads. And nope, that got shut down. Can't do that. Not allowed to do that. Because Trump wants to regulate the cost of prescription medicines.
Yeah.
And he thinks if they were able to disclose their prices on the ads, then that can help curtail certain things, and it'll be a foot in the door in order to legislate and to bring other things in to have these people not take advantage of how drug companies are.
Yeah, drug companies are fucking parasites. I think anything you can do to regulate them is a good thing.
Fully agree. But nope, Congress shut it down and said nope. Nope.
Well, it's a Democratic Congress. They're going to shut down everything he does between now and November.
No matter how good it is for the people.
Nope.
That's fucked.
No one in this state votes for the people. They just vote against their president.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with helping people. It's just defeat him.
Yep. That's insane.
It's just the way that, like I was just saying before, we have to get rid of that system. We have to get rid of Congress. Well, we don't, but we're no better.
Yeah. We just, yeah. Hey, fuck. Hate this fucking world.
John Bolton's book is coming out.
Yeah, and they are terrified of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrified.
It should be pretty fucking cool.
They're trying their best to shut it down and stop it from coming out or delay it at the very least.
Well, they've delayed it already. I don't think they're going to be able to for much longer. It flat out accuses Trump of asking China for help fixing the election.
Yep. Which is humorous because weren't they going after Trump saying it was he went to Russia for that? Now it's China?
Well, no, this was his Secretary of Staff, though. He knows what China was doing, or what Trump was doing.
Yeah.
And there's some frightening accusations in this book.
Yeah. I mean, there's your number one bestseller.
I'm just not sure that's what Bolton's after. I don't know the man much, but I don't think that's really. Well, I guess that's partly why anyone writes a book, but
yeah.
But,
I'm pretty sure he just wants to. He's old. He's ancient. He's probably just thinking, if I can get the stuff out now before I die, at least I can leave some money for my kids.
It could be.
Yeah.
It's it'll be interesting. I think we just got to get rid of Trump
And replace it with Biden.
Fuck. No. Replace it with a ham sandwich. I don't give a fuck.
I would have way more confidence in a ham sandwich. Way more confidence in that.
I posted that online a few days ago. I said I would be far more confident if coronavirus held a press conference and said how he was going to protect us against Trump.
I'd be more than fine with that.
I like the one article. It was a fake article, but it was all about how Chuck Norris got COVID.
Oh, that was so good.
And then COVID self-quarantined for 2 weeks after catching Chuck Norris.
I love the fact that too many people saw the headline in that and started doing memorials for Chuck Norris.
Instantly.
Not one person clicked on the article. It's so good. And that just proves my fucking point that I made earlier. Won't even click on a link, let alone back check. Genius. Oh my God.
No, they would have to parade themselves just like politicians do. Get on the news or you don't get voted for.
Get on the news or you don't get voted for.
Well, get people to know you. Just like our politicians have to, our school trustees. We elect a lot of people in our lives. We can fit a couple of fucking judges every couple of years. Everybody can fucking vote for American Idol every goddamn week. They can vote for a judge.
That's probably the greatest fucking point I've ever heard in my life.
Well, you see the devotion to these fucking goddamn music shows. You're telling me you can't put that same kind of commitment into the people that make the most important decisions of our lives? You give a fuck about Kelly Clarkson, but you can't about changing black people getting slaughtered and these pathetic sentences being handed to rapists.
No, I don't think they can.
Make Kelly Clarkson a judge then.
I don't think that people can and will. I truly don't.
If they can vote on all these fucking stupid game shows, they can vote for something that matters.
You're right in theory. I don't think they would.
Then you make it mandatory. You make it illegal not to vote.
So you don't want democratic society. You want, I don't even know which one that would fall under.
It doesn't. It's all brand new.
New form of totalitarianism? No.
No, you just have to vote.
You have to vote.
You're free to do whatever the fuck you want, but every 4 years you gotta vote.
All voting done in 1 year? Oh, it's like a full year of fucking homework.
That's no different than it is now. We do most of it all in 1 year.
Isn't it split?
The province may be different from federally, but
I don't know. Never pay attention enough. There's nobody we're paying attention to.
no, there is not. There will be. Jag Meat's worth paying attention to.
I'm going to start paying more attention to him because I lost all interest in him during the last election.
Yeah, he got his fucking ass handed to him for calling the bloc racist. The bloc Québécois.
He also lost it when he said that his party didn't matter just as long as everybody else voted. And that's where he lost his fucking votes.
Yeah, that was probably not smart.
Fucking stupid. And the funny thing is I've mentioned that to so many people, and they'd be like, well, no, but you had to get treated out. Did it work? So it was a stupid fucking idea. You don't get the masses to say, split all your votes against everybody else. You want them to vote for you so you have the majority so you win. That's the whole point. The point isn't, if you make it the point to just eliminate one person, then you lose what it is that you're standing up against and what you're standing up for.
We said it before the election.
Yeah. I called it and I was fucking right about it. Fucking retarded.
I said you can't win on We're Not Justin.
Yeah. And yeah, Justin won, sort of.
I think, now I will retract that statement. I think you could win on We're Not Trump. I think that could still win. Why should I vote for you? Because I'm not Trump. Good fucking enough for me.
It'll be interesting.
Oh, it definitely will be.
I can't even make it. I'm as much as I firmly believe that he won't win. I just have a feeling he's still going to.
I don't have any faith whatsoever in Joe Biden.
No, and that's for me. But again, that's why though.
And I think people will get cold
feet. Running against. Yeah,
people will get cold feet. Anyone who's very hardcore Biden right now, by November they'll get cold feet.
Yeah. They'll talk about how they're going to vote. Yeah, they're going to talk about voting Bin, but then they'll just quickly just put a little check mark beside Trump.
Oh, yeah. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
I actually have a book about it that I haven't completely finished reading, but it's The Psychology of Voting. It's very, very fascinating.
Oh, it would be.
And there are groups of people that manipulate things. And you don't, it's legal and you don't know what's going on. It's like the same people that are selling us groceries. There's a lot of fucking smoke and mirrors and sleight of hand that makes us do the things that we do. I'm not immune to it by any means. I'm probably one of the worst, to be honest. Just not with my political figures.
Yeah. Fuck's sakes.
But I'm like a advertiser's dream. I'm always like, yeah, fuck, I need that. Of course I need that. So much shit I don't need. The worst was when I had money. My God, I'd go to like the P&E and go to like the inside where they're doing all the infomercials and shit. I bought all that crap. Everything they were selling. I had cheese mills and graters and all the fucking choppy this and slap that. And fucking, if you were selling it, I was buying.
I had the slap chop, the jiggle chop, the wiggle your ass chop.
I could chop and cut anything in your fucking house. Chop up your furniture and put it on a salad. None of them worked. None of them worked when they got home. I don't know what the fuck they're using on those stages, but it's not the shit they send home with you.
No.
I think I still got some fucking what are those Ginsu knives kicking around here somewhere.
Oh, fuck. I hated those things when they first came out. I didn't even know about knives back then. It was bullshit.
They had a big resurgence about it's got to be about 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
They came back under a different name, but it's the exact same knife.
Yeah.
But instead of cutting through the tin can, they cut the head off a hammer.
Yeah.
Well, like cut through the head. They didn't cut it off the hammer. That wouldn't be that impressive. But they cut through the hammer head. And I was like, fuck yeah, I need that. I'm going to cut all my hammers.
Right. For my hammer cutting business.
It did nothing. The steak knives fell apart the first time I used them.
On a hammer?
No, on a steak.
That's terrible.
I don't like them that well done. Steak knives fell apart and the rest were all crap. The paring knife was actually good.
I had a guy try to argue with me online. I'm part of this Chef Knives group on Facebook, and somebody had posted about I want to get a good knife, and what do you guys recommend? And I mean, pretty much everybody recommended everything that I would recommend, so I didn't bother really answering. I just
Please
said,
tell me one of you has posted Black Knives Matter at least once.
Not that I've seen so far. But this one guy's like, you could spend $1 or $1,000. It's all the exact same. And I'm just like, I just messaged him like, says a person who clearly doesn't know the difference between knives. He goes, anything can be sharpened. I'm like, yeah, but it's a matter of how often and how well and what difference it makes. I said, if you don't know what you're talking about, don't make a fucking comment to a guy who's asking advice about something. And we got in this huge argument back and forth about it, and I just kept repeating the same thing over and over again. You don't know what you're talking about. Why are you arguing with me?
That really upsets me with podcasting too. When people just say something ridiculous and false.
You say ridiculous things, but they're true.
No, the false ones are not true.
No, I'm saying when you say things, they'll be ridiculous answers, but they're very true.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I look for your answers when somebody asks something stupid. Eric? Damn, he hasn't seen this one yet.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping up as much as I used to. But I won't invade your knife group because I know nothing.
Yeah, it's an invite-only group, so.
I've been in tons of those.
Yeah, that's true.
Any flat earther groups I got into? I even got into one twice, and they asked me if I was that guy, and I was like, nope. They're like, good. Shit. You're not the Eric guy, are you? No. All right, then. Come on in. Those were the days.
Right? Oh, my God.
That's
I just got to think about some of your old responses are just genius. Some of them are just so good. I got 10,000 downloads. I got one. What's your point?
Yeah, they bug me. Some people bug me. And that question, I will fucking shoot you down every time. I got 10,000 listeners on my first 3 episodes. Is that good or bad? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you're a douchebag.
Just
One of them I appreciated. He said, I just hit 10,000 downloads. I've been doing this for a year and a half, and I hit 10,000 downloads. And one person said, on one episode, he goes, no, total. I'm thinking, yes.
Yeah.
Finally. Well done. Congratulations. That's awesome, man. 10,000 downloads total. That's amazing. Way to go.
I don't think have that.
Nope.
We have more than that in listens. We've got thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of listens. But nobody wants to download. Probably because our show is 3 hours fucking long and fills up their entire phone.
Exactly. That's okay. The more important thing, in my opinion, it isn't downloads, it's listeners anyways. How many people listen? That's all that matters. I don't give a fuck who downloads it. Doesn't matter to me.
I just want you to listen.
Yeah, that's it.
Listen because it's my birthday.
When is that again? It's in what, 2 days? The 19th?
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow? I thought it was the 19th. It's the 18th.
12 hours from now, actually.
Sometime.
I think it's 20 to 7 in the morning. Something like that.
Mm.
June 18th.
There it is. I still, what was it? 2 years ago when you posted it, it was a different birthday. I'm like, happy birthday. He's like, thanks, man. It's like in like 2 months.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
Facebook somehow had my birthday wrong, and everyone started wishing me a happy birthday. That was really great when my mom did it. Like, really?
You guys are the only ones who are supposed to see through this shit. What the fuck?
Like, you would think at least my family would know my birthday, but no. All wish me a happy birthday. I was like, thanks, guys. This is why I speak so highly of you.
Right. Dicks.
It was like August.
It's so funny. England has wrote some new legislation, which I think is great. It all came from this one British backpacker named Grace Milan.
Oh,
whatever.
I gotta send you this. Yeah.
What happened was she had basically the defense for it was rough sex gone wrong. She got choked to death during sex, and he said, "Oh no, I was just, I didn't mean to kill her." Well, they have. There's a new domestic abuse bill where that defense will not be acceptable anymore. So they're saying, no, you kill somebody during sex, fuck you, it's still murder.
Yeah, I would think so.
Your arms around somebody's throat and you kill them because of that, that's murder. You can't defend it by saying, well, I was fucking her, I didn't realize. No. You were killing her and you didn't realize. So,
yeah, I think if that was a valid defense, a lot of us would use it a lot of times, and we would just start fucking people before we killed them.
Yeah. It has been used in a lot of defenses. Let me rephrase that. It has been used in some defenses. I'll use the quote out of the article, but this new law or new legislation will just kibosh the shit out of that.
Well, that's good because we're making it fully a defense to say, "Oh, I didn't know what I was doing. I was so drunk."
Yeah.
So then we'll just use that from now on instead. Oh, so it was sex. I didn't know. Nope, you can't use that anymore. Oh, I mean, I was drunk. I didn't know.
Nope, that's still good. You can use that. All right, cool. I was drunk.
That's the one then.
That's it. There it is.
Which one of these can I use that will make me go home right now?
Because that's the one I did.
You could do the drunk one. That was it.
There it is. I was really drunk that night. Holy fuck.
How many beers did you have? Enough.
Enough. Enough for this charge not to stick. Fuck. Oh, that's so fucked up. That's so messed up. Well done. Oh, that's always nice when I see that standing up finally. People standing up for this bullshit fucking defense for why I killed a fucking woman.
Yeah, it would be nice if people would just stop killing unnecessarily.
That would be really nice.
I don't see that happening too soon, but
did you hear they have the first treatment for coronavirus?
I heard there was something that looked promising.
It's called why do I do this to myself? Dexamethasone. It's got meth in it. That kind of makes me nervous. But yeah, right now it's being part of the world's biggest trial testing existing treatments to see if they also work for the virus. This is a cheap and widely available drug, which is a really good thing in the sense it's a low dose steroid treatment. And they said that it's a major breakthrough.
Well, work. Goody. A major breakthrough in a very minor illness. Way to go.
Well done.
I don't understand why this is taking so goddamn long.
No, me either. About 19 out of 20 patients with coronavirus recover without being admitted to hospital. Right there. It's part of the same article.
Yeah. So you better rush out and get this medication because you might be that other guy.
Of those who are admitted, most also recover, but
Yes.
some may need oxygen or mechanical ventilation.
89% recovery rate last time I checked. I don't know if that's still holding strong, but yeah, it's like
Wait,
rush
are you
out.
sure it's 89? I thought it only had a 1 point something percent death rate. That was only 1.6%. That's 98%.
Yeah, no, just people who get the recovery rate. If you have it, 89% of people recover from it. I don't know that. I don't know if that 1% is. It could be. I'm trying to look it up right here, and I don't have it right in front of me. It changes, obviously, as nations stop lying and actually report stuff, or the other way around. I don't know. The World Health Organization actually shows up for work that day and does something
their
right.
job.
Good thing Justin Trudeau committed a bunch of money to them instead of the UN. Good job, buddy. Way to get that Security Council seat. Why the fuck would you give a bunch of money to the WHO after the fucking things that we just went through with them? But you won't give money to the... Oh, God damn you.
Infection fatality rate is 1.4%.
Infection fatality, 1.4%.
Mortality rate is 0.28%.
Yeah. But that's still... Where is my recovery? I can't find it right now. But the numbers are much less than lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Where's the recovery number here?
The fuck am I even on? World meter.
Patient who died in the Philippines was 44. Oh my God.
Shot in the head, but died of COVID.
The median age of cases outside of China is 45. 71% are male. 80% who have died are above the age of 60. 75% had a pre-existing health condition.
Oh, this number I was doing was just out of New York alone.
Yeah.
That's not even world. That's so fuck. The whole point of this is supposed to be world, man. So fucking New York, kind of fucking retarded.
How dangerous is the virus?
No.
Define dangerous. Is it as dangerous as like a spider running across your foot? Absolutely.
Current cases, 2% are serious or critical.
Yeah, I read that.
Cases with an outcome, 9% are deaths. 91% are recovered or discharged.
91. So it's gone up slightly from my 89. Sorry, I was off by 2%. I apologize.
How dare you? How dare you?
January 31st, Canada reported its 4th case.
January 31st, that was our 4th?
Our 4th case. And the first 2 in Russia were reported. Jeebus. Mexico's just still getting fucked, eh?
Yeah, and they're sitting at their highest numbers in like weeks, and they're opening everything up.
Well, it's just a bunch of drug lords running the country. What do they care?
It's true.
No one's going to care if, oh my God, a bunch of drug dealers are dying from COVID. Boo. Quick, get him the dextrahexarine, whatever it's called.
Dextromethasone.
That's what I said. Get it to him.
Give him the meth.
We need good coke back. Stupid.
Yeah.
I don't care about your numbers. Coronavirus is stupid. There's almost an equal number of people worldwide who've recovered as deaths.
One more time with that. What was
There's
that?
almost the exact same amount of people have recovered. Oh no, 4 million have recovered. 451,000. So yeah, like less than 10%.
Yeah.
God, I'd sure like to know why everyone's falling for this crap. 90% recovery rate. That's in medical terms, that's unheard of.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't get what's wrong with you people. I don't get why you're still going along with this. I don't get it. Maybe everybody knows something I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I just so little of this makes any bit of fucking sense. I just don't get it. I really don't. Just the whole thing is fucking retarded. Nothing about it makes sense.
Nothing about the world makes sense right now.
No, everything. I'm starting to wonder. Did we wake up in another fucking universe?
No, it's always been the same shitty universe. You just started paying more attention because you quit smoking pot.
Maybe. I don't know. Life was so much easier when I was always high.
What's the cancer survival rate? 50%.
No outrage for that.
Nobody's scared of cancer.
I did see a small article was brought up over the amount of deaths from overdosing in BC, by the way.
Yeah.
It was a very small article.
Very ridiculous. But we're having a hard time getting good drugs because the border's closed.
Yeah.
That's just true. We can't get good dope. Borders closed. People started doing fentanyl and dying.
Yeah.
Highest month on record. Yay us. Why isn't that a thing?
Yeah, nobody seems to give a shit at all.
No.
Because most people still have the attitude, well, they're fucking junkies. What difference does it make? They have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Well, that's what I've been saying about corona patients, and people get mad at me.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I admit, I used to be one of those people. I used to think that way. Sure. You were the person that changed my head around on that. I didn't understand. I mean, for me, my whole outlook was very simple. You put the pipe in your fucking hand, nobody else did. It's not fucking my fucking problem because you turned into a junkie. That was I was also the same attitude as with alcoholics. You choose to pick up that fucking drink. That's nothing else. I didn't understand anything else that went along with it.
Yeah. Most people don't.
No.
I understand everything that goes along with corona, but people still get mad at me when people fucking hit the roof when I blamed Italy for their problems. Stop kissing everybody, retards. You can't say that. Why? Why do their lives matter and these lives don't? Why do some lives matter? That should be the fucking real quote. Some lives fucking matter and some just don't. That's just how it is in the world. It's fucking disgusting.
Yep. Yes, it is.
But these ones I don't get. I don't get why is Ontario extending the fucking rules when there's a 91% recovery rate.
Yeah.
91% of the people will be fine. Why are we still doing this? What is the secret? Someone's got to leak something sooner or later. Someone's going to fuck up and spill the beans. What this is all really about. Fuck, for all I know, George Floyd started COVID.
He did have it.
That's why they offed him.
He did have it. Sure,
Find
what
out.
happened to you? Go ahead.
Find out next year George Floyd was secretly Chinese.
Hired by the Chinese specifically to infest us with it.
Had COVID the whole time. He's supposed to give it to all the cops, but he fucked up.
Here, Zimbabwe, their inflation rate has skyrocketed in the last 1 year. Their inflation rate has gone up by over 785% in 1 year.
It can't be cheap to live in Zimbabwe. I don't know what the fuck. Who gives a again?
That's insane. 785%. If something costs $1 right now, it costs $785.
That's a little extreme.
I don't get how that's even like that. I don't even get how that can even possibly happen.
Well, you've never tried to rent a house in Vancouver.
I did rent apartments. I knew how expensive it is. But how does in 1 year, like in Vancouver, was for the most part, it was always expensive, and it just exponentially has gone up on a steady incline for the past, 15 years?
Where do you get all your African news? You have like this weird African Google that brings up all this?
These things? A lot of this stuff actually, I'll be honest, I actually get from BBC. And then I offshoot it off of that, and I try to find more local from there.
I'm just not sure, like, what that the world is tracking Zimbabwe at the moment. It's good that you're, concerned.
The craziest thing is that's the second highest rate in the world. That's
awesome. That you just like walk into Starbucks one day, give me a coffee, $2.25. You go in the next day, give me a coffee, that'll be $1,400. What? Yesterday it was $2.25. What the fuck?
You should have bought two. Do you want to take a stab in the dark of which country has the highest inflation rate?
I'm gonna say South Sudan.
No, we mentioned it. Not the. I think we mentioned we mentioned this country on the last fucking podcast. I think.
Was it my Venezuela?
Yep.
Shocking.
It just says everything right there. You know what I mean?
Beautiful Venezuela. What's not to like? Americans, I am actively encouraging you all to vacation in Venezuela this year. They could use your help. Please go there in large numbers.
Well, the good news is the president of Zimbabwe. No, I'm not going to say his name.
Say it. It probably has a in it.
Well, his first name is Emerson. That's cool.
Yeah, they always get a good British name.
Menagagawa. He's blamed the high prices and the weakening currency on economic saboteurs such as business owners, the main opposition, and even Western embassies.
Oh, here we go.
They're all conspiring to bring down his government.
I got the Zimbabwe situation here. Here we go.
There you go.
That's an actual website, zimbabwesituation.com.
Is it really? For 10 years, Zimbabwe has used foreign currencies after scrapping its own in 2009 because of hyperinflation. So this is just keeps fucking going on.
Drax isn't what the fuck is going on in Zimbabwe?
Oh.
This show might just take a drastic change for the next little while, and we'll only report on things going on in Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe's a fucked up country. I mean, there's a lot you could talk about.
Persecution of tortured female opposition leaders continues as they're denied bail. That doesn't happen. Ask Jagmeet. That never happens here. He doesn't go to jail for being part of the opposition and get tortured. That's just a Zimbabwe thing.
You know, it's funny, considering what I just read about Zimbabwe, there's the New Zimbabwe .com. And it's literally this is the Zimbabwe news you trust. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I don't trust.
When you put you trust into their tagline, yeah, I don't trust you.
Yeah. No, this Zimbabwe situation.com. It's got a nice big booby blonde right at the front. That's always helpful.
That's
Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe's measures to stem parallel market activities are proving to be futile. The dollar continues to plunge. Well, who the fuck? Like, of course it does. Who's investing in Zimbabwe right now? Like,
yeah, I couldn't.
Although they probably have a Security Council seat.
You're probably right.
I don't even remember all the countries that are on the Security Council. I gotta look that shit up.
There's not a lot.
Well, no, it's just the G8, I think, or G12 or whatever.
12. There's 12, and I think there's 4 or 5 that are permanent.
Yeah.
The rest rotate every 2 years. Abductees starve in jail. Coup plots MDC bloodbath. Inflation rate rises to 785. There it is.
Yeah, bloodbath. You don't often see bloodbath in the news. Every day there's a bloodbath. We don't ever get bloodbaths.
No, it's true.
Never here on Global. After the break, Mark with the weather, and then a bloodbath. Never hear that ever from Chris Galis. Although I haven't listened to Global News in years, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe it might have happened once. 15 members, 5 permanent. China, France,
15.
Russia, the United Kingdom, and the United States. 10 non-permanent members. China. How is China on their fucking Security Council? What do they know about security?
Yeah, I'm
Dominican
why
Republic.
Are they on everybody's?
Like Estonia. You telling me they made a bigger military commitment than Canada did?
Yeah.
Bullshit. Niger. That's a precarious name these days. You got to be careful talking about that country right now. Vietnam, oh good. St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The fuck is that shit? They're just making up countries now to keep Canada out. There's that empty seat right now. No, that's for the Grenadines. Who? Nothing. Quick, Grenadines, take your seat. What the fuck's a Grenadines? Just shut up. Take the seat so Canada can't have it.
Fuck Trudeau. He doesn't even still look a man anyway.
That would be awesome to see, just the president of Zimbabwe congratulate Canada on their first female prime minister.
I'm sorry. I saw you sit and I just assumed.
Oh, I forgot about Kim Campbell. Sorry, our second. That's what it'd be like. Oh, Canada's had 2 female prime ministers. That's amazing. No.
Fucking headlines are insane on this website. Oh my God.
Canada's lesbo prime minister's got a hot wife. That's a man. Shut up. No, seriously, it's a dude.
Zimbabwe is literally burning its hard-earned foreign currency.
Not on my Security Council, he's not. Tanzania, you're in. Oh, Tunisia. Sorry, it's Tunisia. I wasn't reading right. Tunisia, you're in. What? What the fuck does Tunisia contribute? Shut up.
Shut up, it's not Canada.
You want Canada here or what? Shut up. Send you to Zimbabwe.
Trump told us to leave Canada out of this, so we are.
Tunisia and Italy have converging views on Libya. Well,
no.
I'll stay tuned for that. We're going to do just UN news from now on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to read from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. From now on, it's just more interesting than little old ladies getting pushed. Tunisia's successful political transition. I don't know what's going on in the Security Council. I don't even recognize some of these countries. but they don't help me feel secure.
No,
I
none of them
feel
do.
about as secure as a old lady in New York right now.
I feel about as secure as the currency in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I know, like, nobody cares. That's why these countries, these little tiny dictatorships get away with this kind of shit because nobody gives a fuck about them. But, like, if anywhere else in the world your goods went up 735%, Trump would be like, how do I do that? How did you do that? Let me know. I want to do that in America. Everything costs $735 now. Everything that was $1, now it's $735. That'll get us out of debt.
That's how we fix this. Shut up. I love this one headline. Stop it, ED told. Who the fuck is ED and why are we stopping it?
I don't know, but
I'm reading the article and I'm not seeing ED and who the fuck is ED?
that's it. This episode's really gone off the rails. It wasn't particularly stable to begin with, but it's gone completely off track. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning into our brand new show, What If We're Right in Zimbabwe? Eric and Gord, what if we're right in Zimbabwe? What's going on in Zimbabwe? All your Zimbabwean news. What was that? Zimbabwe situation. I forgot. Zimbabwe situation. It just makes me think of Jersey Shore. The Zimbabwe situation. That's the situation.
That's the situation.
He's still in jail. Idiot.
No, maybe. I don't know. I don't care. I just remember the last time I saw of him was when he tried to do the roast of somebody.
Yeah, that was pretty spectacular.
Oh, God, that was painful. You want to laugh because you're there watching a roast, but you're just staring at him going, fuck.
I like this President Emerson. Mangadaga. Manangag. Lady Gaga. Emerson Lady Gaga. Radio Gaga.
All we hear is Emerson Gaga. Emerson Goo.
He's accused on reneging promises he made after ousting Robert Mugabe. You don't say. In a country grappling not just with coronavirus, but with a string of deepening economic and political crises, including rumors and denials of a coup. Is there a coup? No. All right.
No, no coup here.
We're watching you.
I have no coup.
The extraordinary and deeply controversial case of opposition activists Cecilia Chimbiri seems to point to something grim and fundamental about Zimbabwe's current struggles. An overwhelming loss of public trust. Gee. This is weird. This is what America's going to end up being soon.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Nothing does.
He just took the opposition leaders and he's torturing them.
Wow.
Because, he's saying they lied about being sexually assaulted. You lied about being raped. Now we're going to rape you.
I'm going to show you what it means to be raped, boy.
A string of government. This is fucked up. This is interesting. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still paying attention, which God knows why you would be, check out the Zimbabwe situation, zimbabwesituation.com. It's very, again, it just harkens back to what Gordon and I keep saying. We don't know problems. We have no idea what problems are. This is fucked up. The mask has fallen. They have no qualms about violating women and no interest in bringing people to justice.
I don't know what this guy's commenting about, but the fact that this is one of the comments says, get the uncorrupted white man, preferably Rhodesian, back running the show. Then you will fly. The uncorrupted white man? Has that ever even been said before?
Only in Zimbabwe. I don't know how many times I say that.
Get the uncorrupted white man.
15.6 million people, 63% live in poverty.
Oh, fuck. Women struggle to access contraceptives.
387 coronavirus cases. I don't think anybody gives a fuck.
No.
Nobody there cares about coronavirus. They don't even notice they've got it. Their country has 785% fucking inflation. Think they care that some 89-year-old might die? That they're raping at the time? 89-year-olds, we just rape them. We don't check them for COVID. That would fucking suck to go out and catch the bus. It's $1,400 goddamn dollars. How do you get to work?
Yeah, that's just it, right? Ride a bike and hope you don't need to grease the chain.
Like, I guess some people are stoked, right? Because they had like $100 in the bank and now they've got 7,000. They like that. If only that's how inflation worked.
If only.
Hey, how's your Bitcoin? Speaking of inflation.
I checked it today. I'm at 110.
It really just not moving for you.
No, it was up to last week. Is up to 115.
What'd you start at 90 something, right?
No, I started at 130.
Oh yeah, okay.
So since the day I got it, I haven't. Oh no, that's not true. At one point, it's up to 154.
I would invest in some Zimbabwean currency if I were you.
Yeah.
I would trade that in right now for Zimbabwe bucks.
I don't think I can afford it.
I'm gonna figure out how to buy one. I was looking at a thing too because I'm a big fucking baller on the stock market now.
Yes.
I was looking at some blockchain cryptocurrency moves.
There's lots out there. There's no denying that. But I'm just watching mine do what it does, and I'm just hoping that within the next. I mean, I'll basically leave it there at least for the next year. I want to see what it does by Christmas this year. They're said it's supposed to go up to 100,000, so let's fucking see.
What is it now?
Right now it's at like 9,000 something.
9,000. Fuck, that's low.
Yeah.
I liked it when it was around 22. Oops. But I guess if it stays where it is, that's not bad. I don't know.
No.
I think people have kind of lost interest in it again.
Well, this is why the dark web is still such a great thing. It's keeping this alive.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't go there anymore. I don't like it. It feels dirty.
Mine's sitting at 110.88. It is right now. It's currently sitting at $9,399.04.
Wow. I gotta get in on that with my fucking huge windfall from all my stock investments. I tanked yesterday. Well, the stock market pummeled yesterday. Huge.
Yes.
Dropped 1,800 points or something like that. And I was not free from the effects.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm still up. My whole portfolio is still up. Nope, I'm lying.
That changed quick.
It's up for the month, but it's down from last week by 8%. That's not good.
You know, I keep seeing this. There's this one thing that keeps coming up. I've never clicked on the link just because I just never paid attention and cared enough. But it says U.S. Air Force Sergeant charged in Boogaloo murder.
Boogaloo?
Boogaloo. And it says Boogaloo in quotes. What the fuck is
that like one of those like
boy?
Death by Boogaloo?
I don't know.
You know, like when the three guys get kidnapped in the weird island of the tribe.
Well,
and the chief comes up and he goes, "What do you prefer, death or Boogaloo?" And the guy's like, "I'll take Boogaloo." And then the village just comes and rapes him up the ass
until he dies.
No. They just rape him, and then they go to the next guy. "What do you prefer, death or Boogaloo?" He's like, "I'll take death." He's like, "All right, death by Boogaloo."
Well, he has links to the far right Boogaloo boys movement, BOIS.
A fast dance of African American origin.
What is the Boogaloo Boys movement? I've never even heard of that before.
Spell it.
BOOGALOO.
Yeah, that's what it's a
Space
genre of
B.
Latin dance music.
Well, that's the
Popular in
Boogaloo
the
alone.
60s.
But what's the Boogaloo Boys? BOIS.
I have no idea.
Well, that's what I'm looking up because I want to know.
Boogaloo blah. Oh, it's the new far right slang for Civil War.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's favored as the far right shorthand for an uprising against the government. The Boogaloo extremist new slang for a coming Civil War.
Well, he's been charged with murder in a federal security offer in California.
Well, why would you go with Boogaloo? Go with Bangarang. That's kick-ass.
Boogaloo? It just sounds like you're trying to be racist.
I'm using Bangarang to defend against Boogaloo. That's right, Bangarang. Boogaloo, Bangarang. Well, how fucking stupid are people? Why do we who sits around worrying about these goddamn names?
Yeah, right.
It's like when I saw the thing in Seattle, the autonomous zone, because they came out with their list of demands yesterday or day before. No, it's Tuesday. But I saw a picture of it, and the big main thing was just like calling for reform and stuff. And then you look at the background, and there's a big handmade sign that says "smoking section." I'm like, who is concerned with that at the time when they were taking over the police station and declaring it an autonomous country? Who was like, hold on, we got to figure out where the smoking section's going to be. It's the same guys who are like, wait a minute. We need to call this something cool. Everybody sit down and think. Well, no, the National Guard's going to move in and kick all our asses soon. Yeah, but we need a cool name when they do. I vote Boogaloo. Who's with me? What? No.
Perfect.
God damn it, Carl. You bring that up every week. We're not
The
using
group's-
Boogaloo for anything.
The group's name is a reference to the 1984 film Breakin' 2 Electric Boogaloo, which members used to refer to an armed conflict with authorities and law enforcement. Something they can...
Yeah, I could see why they went with such a popular movie for their quote.
I saw that shit in theater.
Capture the people's fucking attention with the most random fucking obscure, it's 1984 and that's the dance movie you go to? You don't go to with Footloose, you fucking retards?
Breakin' 2. Not even Breakin' 1.
Breakin' 2. Screw that Footloose. This is a real dancing movie. I'm glad that dancing movies is not a thing anymore. And I don't want them to come back. I don't want they did remake Footloose.
Yes,
and it was, the girl was hot, but it was terrible.
Yeah, but at least they came out with the movie Honey with Jessica Alba.
I loved at the end, or it's not at the end, but the boyfriend pushes her down on the ground. He doesn't hit her. In the original, he fucking hits her.
Yes.
In this one, he pushes her down on the ground. When she gets up, she's got a black eye. Where did that come from? He pushed her. She fell on her knees. All of a sudden, she's got a black eye. I'm like, this is not a well-written movie. But dancing movies in general, just, you could go to hell. I let Footloose go just because I kind of like Kevin Bacon. It's still a gay movie. And I don't mean that as in a insult to my pride friends.
No.
It's a gay
at all.
movie.
It's just a fucking gay movie.
And I call it that because I bet gay people like it. Are we done talking? I don't know.
I think we've pretty much covered everything we possibly could at this stage.
We've covered everything that Zimbabwe has to offer, but we will keep you updated. That is fucked up, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously, if you're anyone who's still listening, I'll try to edit this a little bit and cut out the us just reading shit to each other. But
Oh my God, this guy's sign literally says the Boogaloo stands with George Floyd. That sounds so bad.
the Boogaloo.
Sounds so racist. The Boogaloo stands with you. Oh, it just sounds
Well,
so
you know, we're at that point now, but just before we end this, where like all the most anti-racist things are becoming racist. Like one of the demands in the Seattle thing was like free all black colleges. We want like all black universities. Like, what are you gonna ask for next? All black water fountains? Blacks have their own section on the bus. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're just making racism.
Yep.
Like, you've gone so far the other way. You're black dormitories, and you want black separate this and black separate. Well, that's what you fought against for 60 fucking years. Why do you want it back?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, that's one of the biggest concerns with all this is the fact that it's just going to be pushing it back to the way it was in the fucking 50s.
Well, they want it though. That's what they're asking for.
Yeah. But they don't see it as that. And that's the weird thing. They don't see it as they still say segregation is wrong, but we want to have all of our own stuff. It's literally talking out of both sides of their fucking mouth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's stupid children.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. That's what you get when you get, you know, that's why the movement is so funny. And I said in an episode once, I think I might have named the episode something about how our grandparents must just fucking hate us. And they should.
I'll guarantee it.
They should be ashamed of us. But like, when this movement started, you had the Black Panthers, right? That's fucking cool. That sounds tough as shit. Stay away from the Black Panthers.
Yeah.
You don't get that same effect with Boogaloo.
The Boogaloo boys.
We're the Boogaloo boy. Like, come, what the fuck?
Like, first of all, you've now excluded women.
We're the Boogaloo.
Boogaloo boys. We're here.
Surprise, we're everywhere. That's not intimidating, guys.
No.
You need some help with your movement. Go talk to some people in Zimbabwe. I guarantee they're not calling nothing Boogaloo down there. Except probably like half the population. That's probably a common name there, but I don't know. Well, I'll find out more tomorrow when I do more research on Zimbabwe.
The good news is that there's alternative terms. That's not just Boogaloo. It's also Big Igloo, Boog, and Big Luau.
I thought igloo was racist. Are we not supposed to say igloo?
I don't know. How does that racist?
I don't know. I thought anything to do with Eskimos was racist. Because Eskimo is super racist. You're not allowed to say Eskimo.
I thought Boogaloo was a racist term against black people. I thought that's what it was.
No, it's just a dance that they do. You know, awesome movie.
When I grew up, it was a racist term.
The movie Kevin Bacon couldn't get into. So he was stuck doing Footloose, but he was supposed to be in Breaking 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. Everything.
Electric Boogaloo sounds cool.
Everything is gonna be racist. Yeah, Electric Boogaloo. That sounds like a dirty sex thing,
right? Baby, I'm gonna give you an Electric Boogaloo tonight.
Give her the old Electric Boogaloo.
But like, dude, we'll either call the group Boogaloo, Big Igloo, Boog, or the Big Luau.
Yeah,
where the fuck does that
call it Boog? Just call it Boog. Who suggested that? Can we just call it Boog? Get the fuck out of here! You're not.
I can't text anymore. Boogaloo. That's too many letters. I need to shorten that up.
How about Big Luau? What? Get the fuck out of here! Hawaiians are stupid. I mean, Hawaiian people are idiotic, is what I'm saying.
I would never say that to The Rock's face. Just saying.
You would never say that to who? To The Rock?
The Rock.
He's Canadian.
Yeah, but he
is of Canadian. Yeah, he's Canadian. I think he was born in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll say it to him right now. Rock, fucking give me a call. 604-655-9630. Dwayne, give me a call. I'll tell you you're stupid. I'm scared of The Rock. I'm not scared of anyone named Dwayne.
No, well, that's true. I mean, that's why I said The Rock, not Dwayne Johnson. I'm afraid of The Rock. I'm not afraid of Dwayne Johnson.
I ain't afraid of no rock. I'm afraid of The Rock in that, what was it, 187 days or whatever that was called? 127 days? That was a scary rock.
I still haven't seen that movie yet, but I do know what the reference you're talking about.
That's the James Franco movie about the dude who got his hand stuck on a rock.
Was it hand or foot?
No, it was his hand.
It was his hand. For some reason, I thought it was his foot. That was another guy.
No, it was his hand. It was stuck for 127 days, I think it was. And then he cut it off with a filthy Swiss Army knife.
Oh, fuck, that would have hurt so bad. Taken so long. Well,
Unless
yeah,
I sharpened it. According to the movie, I don't know, like the true story. I know the guy was on set and shit. There's pictures of them together and stuff. But yeah, he would just do it like a tiny bit at a time, and then it was so painful he couldn't do it anymore.
Oh,
but he hacked off his fucking hand with a Swiss Army knife.
Just cut around the vein so you don't fully bleed out until that's the last thing you do.
Standing there drinking his own pee for a month. Ugh. That was unfortunate. It's a fairly good movie. I'm not a big James Franco fan, but I enjoyed that. He did a good job, I thought.
See, for that reason, I'm actually going to probably watch it because he is a horrible fucking actor.
I'm not a big fan. His brother is kind of a nerd, too.
Yeah, I prefer his brother over him, though, for acting.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I just don't like him because he was shitty in 21 Jump Street.
Oh. It's the same with...
It's just his character. I'm fully just judging him on his character. Yeah. I don't even know if I've seen him in anything else.
It's the same with... oh, fuck me. What's his fucking name? Wow, he was married to J-Lo for a bit there. What the fuck? Everybody makes fun of him.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, thank you. Yeah, his brother is way better actor than Ben.
Oh, yeah, I love Casey Affleck.
Yeah, Casey's great.
I like Ben Affleck. I don't mind him.
Have you seen his back tattoo? You remember that we did the episode where I showed his back tattoo?
I refuse to watch Batman because I like Ben Affleck.
I mean, I loved him in that fucking hippie movie.
Yeah, he was good in that.
Great. He was awesome in that one.
I liked Good Will Hunting very much.
That was also a good movie.
I don't know. I see people. He's just one of those guys people don't like because he got to bang J-Lo. So everyone, he sucks. Shut up. He's jealous. Fucking boogaloo. That's right. I'm taking it back. You can't. There's words. You don't own them. It's my word now. And it's a derogatory term. Use it against people who insult Ben Affleck. Don't understand what's going on in Zimbabwe. You're a boogaloo.
Boogaloo.
That's the t-shirt I'm working on tonight. Fucking free Zimbabwe. Why aren't we worried about Zimbabwe? Let's go fucking focus on that, Trump, Trudeau. We don't have a Security Council seat, so you can fucking leave that alone. Let's go protect Zimbabwe from itself. That's my new cause. Thanks to Gord, we have a new cause on the show.
There you go. Glad I could help.
Hashtag inflationiest thing in the world.
Inflationist. It's just funny. Oh, fuck. Needed that.
Texas is mandating residents wear masks. You guys know about masks, right? Did you see the post I put on Facebook the other day, Gordon?
Yes, I did. I did see
about
that.
The masks. You guys know about masks, right? You can't make them mandatory. They're fucking. All they do is make people sick.
Yep. There was a woman who did a post about that because her daughter ended up contracting some disease, basically, or virus or something, because of she was wearing the mask all day working.
Yep.
And people were trying to argue it, saying, and she's like, and the woman not just posted the stuff that's going on with her daughter, but then posted the medical links to show what she has and how it gets contracted, how you get it. And it's from breathing in the same still, from wearing a mask for extended period of time. So it feels like, well, doctors wear them all the time. Kate, first of all, you're an idiot.
It's a different kind of mask.
Different kind of mask altogether.
They don't protect from in. There's a one-way filter in a surgical mask.
Yeah.
It filters
And the
breath
fact
going
that
out, not coming in.
and doctors don't wear one mask all day long.
No, they
That
change
shit
them
gets
with
changed out
frightening
constantly.
regularity.
Right.
Every time you take it off, you can't put it back on.
That's right. Constantly being changed, which means every interaction with every type of family member, it's being taken off and then readjusted and get it for a new one. Every situation. This girl that is working in a grocery store as a fucking clerk is wearing the same mask for 3 weeks.
Totally fucking boogaloo.
It's just fucking retarded. Oh, and Uncle Ben, by the way, is also going to be rebranding.
Uncle Ben?
Yeah.
Isn't he white?
No, he's a black guy.
Yeah. What about Uncle Tom?
What about Uncle Fester?
Uncle Sam?
Right?
Uncle Sam, he's got fucking racist all over him. Get rid of that guy.
That's what all this is about.
I want to see when they bring down the Colonel. When they go after Colonel Sanders. I'm surprised they haven't yet.
It's been mentioned. I will say that. It has been mentioned, but nothing big about it yet. You know Aunt Jemima's been around for 130 years?
Yeah, that's what I said. I
didn't know
I said 90, but
130.
Yeah, it's because that's all they can get in America. They don't know syrup. You don't know maple syrup.
That's right. You don't know the real deal.
What the fuck? This is just ridiculous. We're gonna find out Freddie and Eddie are racist. We're gonna the fucking the Lucky Charms guy. He's all kinds of racist. Why aren't Irish people up in arms about the Lucky Charms, dude?
Yeah, I don't see any black marshmallows in that. What the hell?
No, that's right. There isn't, and that's supposed to be all the fucking colors of the rainbow.
That's right.
That's not very. That's a pretty racist fucking rainbow there, Lucky Charms.
You potato muncher.
Let's go all the way with this. I want everything with color. Can't have everything has to be just clear now. No more coloring stuff because it's racist.
When you buy Crayola markers, you don't buy them anymore. They're not.
They're all just one. It's just gray. They're all gray now. I remember, when they had to get rid. I remember having the flesh-colored one.
Yes,
that was racist as shit. I was trying to explain that to my 6-year-old too, because she calls it skin color. She's got and it looks like it's very it's like this weird peach color. She was showing me all her markers over the video call because she likes to draw.
Yeah,
and she held one up and she said, "This is skin color." I said, "That's not skin color. Skin can be lots of colors." She did not care.
It's my skin color. Fuck you.
That's skin color. Well, it's the color of her skin, right? So that's how she identifies it as skin color. She's not trying to say anything about anybody else.
No.
She'd hold up a brown one and go, "That's your skin color." That's the logic in her mind. Like, there's no racist shit when you're 5.
No. Racism, like I said, racism is taught. It's not, you're not born racist.
That's why I say a lot of times, go listen to some 5-year-olds talk to each other, and we could solve a lot of problems in the world if we just would pay attention to how 5-year-olds deal with each other. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, they're straight up about everything. I don't give a shit.
You have to sit here. Why? Because you're black. Okay. And they're cool. They're just playing. That's fine. Nobody's upset. This is skin color. Not my skin color. No. My skin color. Okay. Cool. Let's get back to coloring.
Okay. Is it one that's close to mine? Yeah, this one. Cool.
This is your skin color. This is my skin color. Awesome. They're both skin color. Let's get back to work. Fucking 5-year-olds are geniuses. We get stupider as we get older. And then we gotta deal with fucking boogaloos.
You know, they're still talking about the Kobe Bryant pilot.
Fly like Jordan, not like Kobe.
Not like Kobe.
What about him? What the fuck?
They think that fog may have disorientated the pilot.
Well, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I thought his plane got shot down by white people or something.
Well, we would have known the answer to that, but Iran has the black box. So.
Right. I forgot. Fucking boogaloos.
All right, I'm going to bed.
I'm going to sit here and just fucking hate everything for the next 10 hours. I'll put an ending on this show. I don't know why. Hey, everybody. That's our show. Join us tomorrow night for my birthday episode. It's going to be totally boogaloo.
Electric boogaloo.
That'll be in, I don't know, probably 22 hours or so. Until then, take care of Zimbabwe.
Just die. All of you. Thank you. There you go.
Very nice. That was passionate.
Please be advised that this podcast is meant for educational and informational purposes only and is in no way a replacement for legal or medical advice. The opinions contained within are solely those of the interviewers and interviewees and should be received as so. Those seeking help or advice are encouraged to obtain professional legal and medical services.